So we left our Hilton Conrad Maldives, flew back to Mali in the seaplane where we boarded a flight from Mali to the surface of the sun, Dubai in June. Got off the plane and it was, I think, 114 degrees, and went to our room, which was the Hilton Jumeirah Beach. And Hilton Jumeirah Beach is a nice looking hotel, and again, we used all Hilton points for this. I think it was $30,000 a night compared to the $95,000 a night at the Conrad Hilton. But in Dubai, this is one of the better hotels. There were a couple of the top two. Hilton Jumeirah Beach was one of the good, reasonably priced ones. So we took it there for a couple nights. The staff was pleasant coming in, very nice. Got up to our room. The room's nothing spectacular. Now we're back to regular hotel rooms. There were 2 beds in there, a bathroom, a very small deck where you went out and you could see the beach. If you looked out to the left, you could see that it was massively overcrowded, tons of people. If you looked out to the right, you saw all the buildings. You could just feel the heat radiating down, so it was nice to have the air conditioning. Also, since we went through our clothes in Mali and especially our first set here in Dubai it was literally 114 degrees. Walking outside, everything is concrete, so if you're walking down the street to go from one building to another, you may die. It was so hot. You instantly started sweating. Everybody's inside. We were there during Ramadan, and they say that nobody's out because it was Ramadan at that time. Everybody comes out after sunset and they party or whatever. To be honest with you, in June, having Ramadan then, nobody wants to come outside. It is frickin' hot. So what we did is we wanted to get our clothes laundered, and after looking it up, what it cost at the hotel, I looked up online what it costs to get done right across the street. As it turns out, right across the street, I believe they do Jumeirah's hotel laundry anyhow. But it cost us 20% of what it costs at the hotel, plus it was delivered to our room. I would definitely look into having your laundry done across the street. If you want to have it done, it's real cheap if you want to get your entire amount of luggage done. We actually pack with the intention of having our laundry done halfway through, so we don't have to pack as many clothes. The lobby of the hotel, you have to go down to the lobby to get out to the beach. The lobby of the hotel literally smelled like raw sewage. They had some sort of, I hope this wasn't how it was all the time. I asked what the smell was. They didn't know what I was talking about. So it made me wonder if it happened a lot. But it smelled like raw sewage. It was almost unbearable. We were up on, I don't know how many floors up. It was like 13 floors up. It didn't smell like that up in the hotel. One good thing about the hotel is if you're any of these Hilton hotels, if you're staying with gold status, you'll have like a cocktail hour. So you can get free breakfast with your gold status as well as a cocktail hour in the afternoon. Ramadan, they don't serve cocktails until after sunset. So as soon as the sun went down, they had people going around asking what you wanted to drink. And that's in any hotel that has an executive floor. We were on the executive floor, which is what you get when you're gold status. From this hotel, we took a cab just about everywhere. This is a tip, and an important tip. When you go there, you have the choice. Well, you don't really have a choice. You'll either get a luxury cab or a regular taxi, cream-colored taxi.
And most of your taxi stations that you stop at outside of a hotel, and especially outside of the mall, you'll see lines and lines of different taxis. You'll have cream-colored taxis and you'll have dark black-colored taxis. The black ones are in Lexuses, and I think they're mostly Lexus. And they're nicer cars given. If you get in one of these black ones, you'll know right away, because when you get to your location, it'll cost. So be careful. The guys at your taxi stands will be pretty forceful to try and get you into a luxury cab, but that's because you're a tourist and you don't know what you're doing. If you act like you know what you're doing, you say, no, I'm going to take a cream-colored taxi, and you tell them, they'll call over a cream-colored taxi. A lot of times they make it like you don't have a choice, but you do, so make sure that you always ask for the cream-colored taxi.
We got into one situation out of about 6 where they were always trying to push the black taxi on us. We got into one situation where we went out to the Atlantis Hotel. We went out there by taxi. We brought the tram back in, which is actually kind of cool. If you want to go out there and see how all the palm fronds come out, the island's made, it's kind of cool to see when you're driving out, and especially on the tram that comes back to the mainland. You can see all of it, and it's a good thing to see. But when we were out there, there was like construction going on. There weren't many people riding the tram. And when we got off the tram, maybe we didn't go to the right place, but I think we did. There were only
luxury taxis there, and we weren't going to take one. So we said we were going to walk back to our hotel, which was a long walk. And the guy in the luxury taxi ended up coming up to us and negotiated with us to get a deal to go back to the hotel. But even if you're going to jump into a luxury taxi, say you want to grab a luxury taxi, ask them before you go, how much is this going to cost?
The largest mall in the world is the Dubai Mall, and it is massive. But if you go to the Mall of the Emirates, which is also super huge, they have Ski Dubai, which is the indoor skiing area. They have snow slopes there, a ski lift. You can see it through the windows. It's 115 degrees outside. You're on the surface of the sun, and you come inside and you see people bundled up and skiing. It's quite a sight. It's pretty cool. Even the Mall of the Emirates is huge. You just walk forever and ever, and you never run out of room to go. You have 3 levels in there. It just goes on forever. We've been into other places that have large malls like Hong Kong, but this place is truly exceptional, so check it out. One place, if you're in Dubai, that I wouldn't miss is the Burj Khalifa. I'm not big on going to the top of buildings. That's not my thing. But I can tell you, being at the base of this building, it is spectacular. It is a work of art. It's not your normal skyscraper. It looks awesome. Buy tickets, go all the way to the top. The highest you can go is the 148th floor. That gets you up to like 1,800 feet or 2,000 feet. The Burj Khalifa was awesome. We went to the top. We had cocktails. We stayed up there for several hours, watched the sunset in the Burj Khalifa. There was a lot of wind, so it was quite sandy, sand blowing around. It almost looked like fog, kind of, or smog, but it was sand. That was unfortunate. But looking down on everything, I mean, you're looking at planes that look like they're at the same height as you, and you're looking down at the top of skyscrapers. You are so far up there. The building is really spectacular. I would definitely suggest going to the Burj Khalifa. Also, right outside the Burj Khalifa, they have a water fountain display, which is similar to that of the Bellagio in Vegas. Background to it being the Burj Khalifa makes it a spectacular show, and it's free. The cost to get to the top of the Burj Khalifa was about $250 US for 2 people, so about $125 a piece during prime hours, which is when we went up. I think they try and limit you to like 2 hours, but we stayed up there for more than that, just kind of looking around. You can see a lot of stuff up there. There's a lot to see. At the base of the Burj Khalifa, in addition to the water show, there is Souk Al Bahar. Souk is like a shopping area, and Al Bahar is the name of it, and it's a area where you can shop for local crafts. I wouldn't call it quite the same as like a Indonesian bazaar, but it's pretty cool. You might as well go there if you're already at the Burj Khalifa. They have a gift shop which has some kind of cool stuff in there, but if you want touristy stuff, that's the places that we went in Dubai. Upon leaving Dubai, we decided to go ahead, instead of taking a taxi, to get a hotel car. The hotel car was about $100 to get from the Hilton Jumeirah Beach to the Hilton Abu Dhabi. And it was a brand new, beautiful BMW 7 Series loaded. Hilton Abu Dhabi was nothing special. Showed up, and we were actually in a kind of a suite room. It had a bed, a separation with a TV on it, and kind of a living room area with a couple of couches and a table. And then off to the side there was a weird armoire, but all the furniture was broke down. I mean, literally kind of falling apart. The door was kind of hanging off of the armoire. The table between the sofas was kind of banged up. The dresser that the TV kind of awkwardly sat on was in bad shape and had drawers that weren't on tracks. And the TV didn't work at all. So it kind of seemed run down, even for their suite. But we managed to make it to their executive lounge on the 10th floor. Our suite was on the 8th floor. We got to the executive lounge because of our gold status on the 10th floor, and it claimed on the door there was a note. It said, "We are strict, smart, casual dress code," which they didn't seem to enforce at all. There were people in flip-flops and shorts in there, even though there's a sign on the door that says, "Don't bother entering unless you're smart casual." I actually went out to get a massage. The massage was not in the hotel. You actually had to go under the road in front of you, which is kind of a busy road that bordered the beach, to a gym. And the gym, you had to walk through the gym to get to the hotel, or the hotel's spa. I waited around for probably 20 minutes after my massage was supposed to start before I actually saw someone, and they acted like nothing had happened. It was just kind of in a hallway. I wasn't sure that I was in the right place, and finally got somebody to get called over. Got the massage. Massage wasn't bad, but while I was out, Jennifer flipped on a light switch back in our room, and it tripped the power to the entire room. We had to get somebody up there to fix the power. In addition,
when we were back at the Hilton Jumeirah beach, we actually had a Hilton to Hilton hotel call, so it didn't cost us anything. We got connected right up with their customer service at the Hilton Abu Dhabi, and we requested that we get a massage for me, and Jennifer requested a pedicure, and we made appointments for both of those so that when we showed up we could take advantage of that. When we showed up, got all of our stuff, got settled, got ready to go to our scheduled massage and pedicure, they didn't have any record of Jennifer's pedicure, and that was kind of frustrating. And when she tried to make an appointment, they said they didn't have any staff there that would be available to do it. So in addition to the broken down room, they aren't very good at taking reservations for the services as well. So I ended up calling a couple hotels down, and getting her a pedicure at a different place. So we fixed that, but it's kind of frustrating when you're on limited time, you want to get things done, and people drop the ball. And they dropped the ball probably because somebody didn't show up to work that day. So
one thing that we were looking forward to was having the limo from Etihad. Etihad they probably still do. They have a limo that will pick you up as an Etihad.
It will pick you up as an Etihad passenger. They'll pick you up from anywhere within 60 minutes of the airport and take you to the airport, and also as a first-class passenger. Also, when you come into the airport, they'll take you out to your destination within 60 minutes. Now, we were looking forward to that until just prior to our departure date, we realized that Etihad had stopped offering a service on their award seats. So we didn't get to take the limo. We didn't have the limo pick us up from Hilton Abu Dhabi to take us to the airport. The airport was about a 30-minute ride from the hotel, and it cost $23 to get there. We had to get up really early. We had plenty of cabs out front that were available to take us at that time.
We left that hotel and went to the airport to take our Etihad apartment in the sky back to the United States. So if you want to see the apartment review, remember the last video. That pretty much sums up our trip, because once we got back into the States, we got a connecting flight from JFK, Charlotte, back to Denver, and we didn't stay in any more hotels. So if you like this video, please subscribe. We need your subscriptions. Give it a like. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when we put out new videos. And thanks a lot for watching.